Alright, so let's have a crack at your questions. Now, Tim has sent me a matrix that he'd like us to have a look at. So let's do that. Just bringing that up for the whole family to see. Very nice. Let me just bring screen capture in. That's the 30-day challenge. All right. So what do you folks think? Oh, of course you can't see it. Oops. Okay. Let's have a look. Wow, interesting to see that first page. So, folks, what do you think? Oh, people are pausing. Don't tell me somebody's got skinnynerd.com. That's dreadful. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That top spot is going to be a very hard little nut to crack. I don't see what the expert panel's thinking. They're stunned into silence here so far. Yeah. As they said, yeah, you'll never get position 1, but 2 or 3 looks easy. 2 and 3 look really easy to get, and depending on traffic, may still worth be having a crack at. So, Tim, if you're there on the chat, what was the traffic in this one? Just watching the chat window here. All right, just when you get a chance, Tim, if you could pop up the traffic number, and we'll discuss that. But yes, that's what I would have thought. Getting to position 2 and 3 is pretty good, but number 1 is going to be hard. 400. Ah, okay, great. So 400, second position, 2 to 3 easy, position 5 less than a week, says Danny Boy. So there you go, Tim. You know, and when you've got a phrase of 400, then you may say, well, hey, it's worth 400 SEOT, so your second one's still, you know, you're still talking 50, 60 traffic, so better than a kick in the head. Okay, let's go for our next traffic section. Oh, here we are. Okay, good. Would love to have a sheet with all those abbreviations shown at the top of Samurai so I can memorize them better. Market Samurai tutorial site, they've got, it's all there. There's a huge tutorial section on the actual Market Samurai page, the support page. In fact, you'll notice at the bottom of Market Samurai, in fact, why don't I show you? I'll just show you, just so you know where it is. Here we go. You can see down there at the bottom of the good old Samurai there, you can see that there is a link to good old Noble Samurai support. So you've always got that available to you. And we'll discuss various terms as they become relevant to the 30-day challenge, because as I explained yesterday, you've got to understand that the Market Samurai tool is designed for the most expert of expert SEO. It's like the ultimate tool for SEO people. But for the 30-day challenge, it's still extraordinarily useful, but there's only a couple of the characteristics that we're really looking. If we started to explain every single one of those categories, it would just confuse the living heck out of people. Okay, can Market Samurai be used for local markets, for example, just Australia? Is this, Rob, just remind me, in this version, is there regionalisation, or is it just the mainly the US markets, or does it look in the market that you happen to be in? Just waiting for Rob to come back there. Yeah, that's what. Now, this is what I thought, and I saw a lot of stuff on this in the forum, and there was so much comment that I thought this is really weird. But there's regionalisation in this tool; it's already built in, so you can select what countries you want to get data for. Now, be prepared for insufficient data if it's really small traffic, but in the settings you will find a regionalisation setting, so you can pick which market that you want to get. It's in Settings under File Settings. There we are. Google. Brilliant. Very good. Drive Doctor says he caught himself singing the 30-day challenge theme song. I do it all the time. You can do it by region and you can do it by language. Gil's saying, so if a position 1 has SEOT of 400, how are experts determining the ratio of the lower positions? So we're just using the ratios which were determined from, remember the AOL data leak, where AOL released 6 months worth of search data, which was a bit of a whoops. But the people who got that data and analysed it were able to get the first concrete measurements of literally how many people clicked on the first position, the second position, the third position, fourth position. So we use those ratios. I think we did a lesson on this in Immediate Edge. I don't think it was the 30-day challenge, but each position has its own ratio. And as like in anything, you can see it's that classic long tail look that position 1 gets, what is it, 41 point blah or 42 point blah percent. Oh, apparently I'm told that there'll actually be a chart coming in Market Samurai eventually that'll show you that. So there you have it. So yeah, we basically work out on those percentages. So if we looked at percentage 5, we'd look at the AOL percentage and work out what percentage of traffic. It's accurate, give or take 0.6% according to Dan the Man. Is there any position on page 1 worth going after, or is it too much work to be below the top 5? Not enough information in that question. How much traffic, what is the SEOT for that first position? Gil was just saying, I think in his, that like the SEOT is 4,000. So would it be worth getting anything on that page if you had the first position expected 4,000? You betcha. So it depends on where the SEOT is. Okay, Mark has the, we talked about that one, the good old refreshing trick. Michelle, how can WordTracker and Google's keyword search results be so different? Because they use completely different sets of data. WordTracker uses data from, is it Dogpile, guys? Is that the engine? It uses data from there, and I think ISP data. Although, oops, I might have let slip something there. Sorry, Mike. But they use a completely different. Google uses Google's data, so that's why they can be so different. Which is why last year we developed the G-Trends technique to work out the difference. But the Google data that has just been released recently, which of course the Market Samurai information is based on, as I say, we believe for our markets is, as I say, within a standard deviation, very worthwhile looking at. Oh, somebody's just tweeted that, is the iPhone update out? Folks? Excuse me, forget the show. Sorry, there's an iPhone update. That can't be right. iPhone update! Alert, alert, alert! iPhone update! Yes! Just 1 second, folks. Don't worry about you guys. Just, it's alright. It's an iPhone update, for freaking sake, people. Come on, it's an iPhone update. Alright, back to our normal services. Okay, questions. If you have the time, here's the screenshots. Oh, Barb, let's have a look at yours. Sorry, Barb, I missed those. Alright, let's... Okay, here's we've got another bunch here. Let's bring that down. Pop that on there. Blow these up a little for you. Move that across there like that. Alright, gang, let's play Analyze the Matrix. Just as an aside, seriously, the iPhone, doing this challenge with the iPhone, oh my goodness, just being able to manage Twitter wherever I happen to be, ballet lessons, swimming, stuck on the toilet with diarrhea, anywhere, the iPhone has come through. It's been brilliant. Okay, folks, what do you think? Dun, 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 dun. I reckon this one's a toughie. Because this market is... what's interesting, if you notice, this is the first one we've seen where there's a lot of on-page optimization. Suffix. Here's the thing, mate. First thing you got to ask yourself is how much red and yellow are there compared to the green? Position 9 for the first week, probably okay. But there's some dudes in here that are doing some work, is what I'm seeing. Okay, so there's that one. If I'm showing you the matrix, I'm assuming, makes an ass out of you and me, I'm assuming that anything that I'm showing you here in matrix terms is already past the criteria of having more than 80 SEOT and less than 30,000 competitive pages. So there we are. Let's show you another one. So first one, Barb, hard work. Second one, how good sketch. Okay. What do you reckon? Let's play. I'm seeing a lot of on-page play. What's Professor Dan thing? Yeah, so position 10 is, according to Dan Mondo, pretty simple, but isn't it interesting to me? It's fascinating to me. Look at those sites down below, which have the lots of links into the actual page itself, as compared to the rest of them, which have low page links, but again, big domains. Yeah, so Dan's reckoning position 4, 2 to 3 weeks. It's not low hanging fruit, and depends on the traffic again. Depends how much traffic. So Barb, hard work. Let's try the third one. Maybe number 3 will be show some love. Alright, gang, for our third Oh, now Barbara's just saying here in the chat, I noticed all of these three are for the same product, just slightly different keywords. Okay, let's have a look at this baby. Yeah, this is much easier. Dan's saying position 2 in a canter. This is definitely the better of the three. Still not fantastic, but you should, based on what we'll be teaching you, you should be in number 2 in about 24 hours. Thereabouts. Yes, it is being recorded, by the way. Yeah, and again, of course, if you actually, we're analysing without one key set of data, is that we're obviously not looking at the actual domains, but you can still get a whole bunch of information. Isn't it interesting? Just by having a look at the actual data without actually having a look at it. A few people asking why isn't 4 higher? Let's have a look. It's got a PR of 2, 5 backlinks. It's all optimized. I'd need to have a look at. That. If you're willing to spend $300, then you'd be position 1 in 2 weeks. Dan says. Position 4 has a Yahoo directory entry. Again, quality of backlinks, potentially a very good issue. Position 4 has a Yahoo directory entry and a high PR as against position 2. So I'd have a look. I'd be having a look at that. Let's go. So we can get through some of these other questions for people. That last one though, Barb, is definitely the best of the 3. Where's my cam twist? Where's my cam twist? There we are. And we're back. Okay, so let's keep hooling these questions. Okay, Michelle, we answered. My iPhone is updating. Yes, praise be. If we have great traffic, low competition, but absolutely zero affiliate products, should we scrap the niche? Now, you can't find something in Amazon? Seriously? There was nothing in Amazon. In the whole catalogue of Amazon, there was nothing? I'm not sure if you're still here, Rowling fan, but there was nothing in Amazon. I would use an Amazon product. Let's have a look. In MS SEO competition, where it says Market Samurai SEO, where it says keyword in URL, does this mean just the domain, or does it include the URL.keyword? I think it's just the domain. Now, that just Dan's piped in here, and he's absolutely correct. If you cannot truly find anything on Amazon in that particular niche, then move on, because that's frightening. Yes, and it is just the domain. That's very good. Remember, getting SEO advice from Ed Dale is like getting Forrest Gump to be your phone a friend and Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. How is the SEO competition in Market Samurai decided? What makes a competition? That's just the number of pages, right? So that's the number of pages for that phrase. Because that's what we want to look. Remember, we want to have less than 30,000 competing pages and more traffic than 80 searches a day for that number 1 position. Does the Google data hold true for all demographics? If my niche is of interest to an older generation, would it make sense they may not use Google? No, not really. I don't think demographics play into usage of a search engine. Like, what, they're more likely to use Yahoo or MSN? That doesn't make sense to me. Who knows? It sort of doesn't make sense. If traffic is 111 and competition is 27,400, how important is an OCI of 63? Doesn't that sound like Chinese right there? Here's the thing. If traffic is 111 and your number of competing pages, as reflected by SEOC, is 27,400, how important is an OCI of 63%? It's immaterial. Did we tell you about OCI? No. It's a very exciting metric. Don't get me wrong. We love the OCI, but for what we're talking about here, it is the first two parts. Does it meet those first two criteria? Tick. Move on. Go into your competition analysis. The top three results. Oh, Tim was saying the top three results were Google image results. Can I compete with these? Can you ever compete with those? That is just such extraordinary, fertile territory. I don't know if you guys did a broad match as a thing we did in a product thing that Dan and I do, which shall not be named, but we showed a technique last week, and the results of that already appeared. If you typed in Market Samurai just in broad match in Google, you can see what you can do with images and video and all those sorts of things. This is a great question. Thank you for bringing this up. I had a problem signing up to Amazon. It wants me to register a website. What should I do? Yes, sorry about that. You can wait. I suppose the point was I wanted to show you how to become an affiliate, but the more important thing after day 4 was to actually have the affiliate products ready. Potentially, we'll solve the website stuff in day 6 is the answer to that. So no need to worry about it. Yeah, day 7, day 6. We saw a few MS numbers, Market Samurai numbers, where on-page SEO optimized pages rank bad. Why do you think that comes? It's because, remember, it's a mix. As Rob explained in the videos in days 2 and 3, there's a bunch of, and we're going to go into this in a lot more detail down the path. But it's always a mixture of factors, on page and off page. It's all a mix. Tech Dog is asking, is paying for a Yahoo directory entry worth it? This one might be totally off subject to 30DC, but here it goes anyway. I have a few who are asking me why not just use a tool like Traffic Guys or another video posting service to take over the top spots and drive traffic to the domain from there. Comment if you dare. That is sort of outside of the 30-day challenge. Is buying a Yahoo directory thing worth it? Somebody mentioned that I didn't answer it. The answer would be yes. Works a treat. More general question regarding video. Will we be uploading video or image on this year's challenge? And if so, do you have any recommendations or equipment to do your job? All in good time. All in good time. Vanessa says searches SEOT 835 SEOC is blank. Now, Vanessa, without knowing where you are, have you already applied the filter? If you'd already applied the filter and it's blank, that's still under the 30,000. If you're in Europe, you just need, actually no, you got the other data, so that's fine. The question, did you have your filter on 30,000 or not? And just check with the Market Samurai boys in support to work that out, because it's probably a data center plus Market Samurai issue if it's come up blank. Clara says SEOT of 111, SEOC 32,100, but the niche competition looks easy overtake. Does traffic being 111 seem stupid? No, not at all. Proud soccer fan, you tool. Submitted a screenshot. Good. I think did I get yours, Wendy? Have we done, Wendy? Just remind me if we've got yours. On today's video, you said look for your topic on Amazon and ClickBank. For my topic, there's only 15 items. Is that enough? Yes, that is enough items. Gil says awesome. Good on you, mate. Amazon asked for a website and URL address. Oh, okay, we answered that one. Just wait till day 6. Should we be going for SEOT of 400 or of 80? Only 80 and above. 80 and above. In your experience, is there any credence to... Sorry, I'm looking off screen, guys, too, by the way. Is there any credence... Is my phone... Oh, my phone is almost updated. In your experience, is there any credence to doubling your traffic if you have a double listing? No, it doesn't double your traffic. It does increase your traffic, however, based on the 1, 2. Very good. I'm sure somebody's going to nuke that tool at some point. Okay. Michelle Brow says, this is 1021. Oh, okay, we've got another one to have a look at. Let's have a look. Just got to keep an eye on my time here just to make sure we're not causing a problem. Just bringing up another screenshot for you guys to look at. Sure, after this I'm going to have 45,000 web pages open. Alright, let's have a look. Alright gang, let's play Analyze the Matrix. Okay, folks. What do you think? Position 4. Top of the class, Nancy. You are absolutely spot on. See? You can absolutely do that. How about that? Oh, Suffolk's making the call. Position 2 in 48 hours. Yeah, position 4 to 7 is no sweat. There we go. Position 2, 3 would probably be a couple of weeks, Dan thinks. Okay, let's keep going on these questions. Vic says, now that your phone is almost updated, did you get my screenshot in Twitter? Let me have a look. I haven't looked at Twitter. Oh, there we are, Vic. There you are. Let me have a look. All right, let's have a look. All right, just come to the screen capture. All right, folks, you ready for the next one? Let's have a look. Now you can see here the SEOT is 249 And the page competition is 27,500, so big tick. And then we can have a look at our positions here. PR4, 5, look, 1 and 2 are going to be a tough nut. Position 4 is looking, although there's a bit of optimization, position 4, 5 looking good. Tricky one. What do you think, Dan? Ooh, Dan. Now, Dan, why are you thinking position 1 is looking tasty? Because that looks tough to me. No, I know why. I know why. Right, because is that with Yahoo, and I think there's no on-page stuff whatsoever. Still, a lot of backlinks. No Yahoo, right? Is this your new? Is this a new article you're working on? So, yeah, no DMOZ, no on page, no Yahoo, and he says yes, it is a new article. Very good. Okay, let's keep going on the questions. Okay, Vic. If phrase could be interpreted two ways, from the business perspective or the consumer perspective, how do you choose a product to match the right one? Or you do both? Okay, so Miss Meow saying is there are two, business perspective or consumer perspective. How do you choose a product to match the right one? That's a tough question because it's very hard to answer that one without being in the marketplace and knowing which market there is. Your market research, and when you're looking at that, really has to give you a feel of whether you want to tackle the consumer side or the business side. If I had a preference, I must admit, when I was doing my niches, I like to tackle the business side. What do I mean by that? Let me give you a very concrete example. Digital scrapbooking. There are two ways, or this just the scrapbooking market, full stop. Two ways to do it. You could do scrapbook, how to scrapbook, right? That's one way of doing it. And then you could do how to make money scrapbooking. You see, two different attacks. One's a business attack and one's a consumer attack. Both are as legitimate as the other. It will depend on testing. So maybe find a product for both and test it out. Okay, there's Alexis asks about, and this was a big discussion on the forum, and explaining why we use broad match phrase for search engine SEOT rather than phrase match, because broad match is what people use. Is the very short answer to that. Last year, of course, and I think this particularly occurs when people are in the whole, in the focus of doing last year's 30-day challenge, was that we used a combination of broad and phrase match. Look, don't worry about it. It's at the end of the day, we'd like to use the broad phrase numbers because at the end, at the end of the day, if you do all the work and you get ranked for the broad match phrase, that's what it's all about. The question is, can you get that done quickly? Which is why we use different data in different positions. So just follow on with this process, okay? And do that, and there's a really good post in the forum about that to take it on in detail. If SEOC is blank, couldn't it just mean 0? Unless every single other one of your things has it, then no. Let's have a look. Katie asks, I do online promotions for musicians. Can you talk about how to use Lessons 1 to 4 for bands, since the products we sell are generally tickets to live shows and CDs? Absolutely. In terms of bands, how could you use this material? First of all, in terms of tracking down keywords, what are the types? You have to ask yourself, what are the types of phrases people who would want to go and see your band type traditionally? And you can do some fantastic work with bands. You can do stuff based on venues. You can do stuff based on live shows in particular areas, like if they've got a regular gig. You can start doing phrases through that. You can do it through styles of music. What is their styles of music? What type of bands and artists do they sound like that are very popular and have a lot of searches? All of these things can be done to grab traffic to promote a particular band. We're going to go do a lot more stuff on it because it's one of my areas I'm really passionate about. We're going to really go into this in a lot of detail in the rest of the challenge, so stay tuned for that. Okay, let's pop that out. All right, next question. Yeah, we've talked about insufficient. Someone is asking how to view the introduction video. The introduction video on which page? Just let me know which page that is. Pre-season shows a lot of leading-edge technologies, 12 friend feed. Are these tools good for my target market of, oh well, he says baby boomers, that's all right. I think we can talk about that. Yes, absolutely, because a lot of the tools that we were showing you there, and this gets me into my pipe and content discussion, a lot of the tools that we're showing you are pipes which you can use to move content from one place to another. We're going to go into a lot of detail about using those tools for marketing purposes down the track. But I've got to say, the vast majority of the, like if you look at the demographics of the 30-day challenge, by far, baby boomer crowd is the biggest crowd. Okay, we talked about the local markets. And again, if you've got a Market Samurai technical question, the guys at Alliance Software, Noble Alliance, have just really done an outstanding job of providing customer support. Get in touch with them, check out their knowledge base, because if you've had an issue, then somebody else has probably had the issue too. They have a great ticket system. They've been getting back to people. They've been doing the whole deal. So just get in touch with them and they will help you out. Gil's being cheeky. Michelle Frost is asking, Ed, if it's mostly yellow, let it mellow. That is a no-go. Some of my searches show shopping results in the top 3 results. Can they be outranked? Yes, they can. Assuming you are number 1 in Google and you can expect X of and 1 buyer and 200s, what if you're number 5 or 7? Yes, it impacts the stacks. Again, there's that AOL curve from, it goes down from 41% to position 10, which is about, oh, I'm guessing about 2% or thereabouts. All right, I think we've pretty much covered the major questions there. All right, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to the chat window for a second. Okay, and if there's something that I missed that you really wanted to ask about, then pop the question in the chat window. Wendy, no, I don't think I have got your screenshot. Sorry about that. No, not that I can see. Okay, how important is trends. Trends is very important from the perspective of if you're in the middle of off season, then your traffic is going to be lower. So you do have to watch trends, and we'll talk about that. But let's have a look. Ed, I'm in a market that Google AdWords doesn't allow pay-per-click. Well, you need to do SEO. Will there be more Market Samurai videos after the 30 days? Well, there's a heap of Market Samurai videos which take you through, for example, all the definitions on the Market Samurai site. We're focusing on Market Samurai and using them in the 30-day challenge. Which is more important, the 80 or the 30,000? I can't find one that meets both. You've got to work. You got to look around, because there's definitely both 80 and 30,000. Let's have a look. Did you get a question about brand names? I didn't hear it. Question about brand. People asking about question about brand names. You've got to be careful about brand names, because brand names can, certainly from a pay-per-click perspective, you've got to be real careful, because they can just ask to have your stuff removed at the drop of a hat. You can do brand names a little bit with SEO, but I think for the purposes of the 30-day challenge, just stay away. Stay away from the brand names, I think. For the purposes of the 30-day challenge, somebody's asking, do you pick more the 80 or the 30,000, which is more important? They're both as important. There are heaps of phrases. In fact, we know for a fact there's hundreds of thousands of phrases that meet that criteria. So, you need to do that. I found a great niche that is a misspelled word. As a newbie to this, do you recommend it? Misspellings are brilliant. I wish you wouldn't keep bringing it up. I lost millions of dollars on a misspelling. One of our first 30-day challenges literally made millions because I couldn't spell the damn thing right. Cuts me to the core, and you keep bringing it up. Damn you. Okay, yes, Henry, yes, double thanks up. My question is, when you found electric vintage guitars, I did not understand what the criteria was based on the figures appearing in Market Samurai. Searches, SEOT, 80, competition, under the 30,000. Will you cover the curve again in 30-day challenge? You better remind me what curve you're talking to. Oh yes, got rid of the peanut. Very nice. Ed, when using Flock to follow your broadcast, I've noticed caching issues in the browser which lead to freeze-ups. Tonight I'm using Opera and it's been flawless. Has this been remarked upon by others? Yes, it has. Firefox and Flock do seem to have a little bit of an issue. I must admit, I use Safari for doing the broadcast. Like from my end, I use Safari because I think it does do that. So yes, perhaps using Safari or Opera is a good idea. Let's have a look. It was a serious question, not busting. I was joking. You have to pick up my sarcasm. Stop mentioning Sudoku. Stop it. Ed, can I email my stats to you for next time? Yeah, we'll do some more. We'll be back here. Oh, I have to double check. We will be on tomorrow. I'll work out the exact time to make sure that that's the case. All right. Okay, folks. You've all got work to do. No. Not Safari. Safari was for Ustream. Ustream. Oh, right, the curve of the AOL thing. I thought we did that, but maybe I'm thinking Immediate Edge. But Safari's for both. Okay, let's have a look here. All right, good. Well, your assignment tonight, and day 4, just as a very quick reminder, you just had to find 2 affiliate products. Much easier day today. You just had to find 2 affiliate products which we're going to use to test your marketplace in the next couple of days. There you are, Rowling Fan. Thank you very much. Very good. Okay, so there's a good link there for the AOL data curve for people who are interested. Time for a kindy nap. Good on you. All right. Have fun, chaps. very interesting day tomorrow. And then we're on to day 6. Day 6. And thanks, moderators. Thank you, ball boys. Thank you, ball girls. See you all later. Ciao for now.